Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Danny Alvarez Jiu-Jitsu Announce in Texas. Just finished up another good workout, good run. Starting the week off with some cardio, getting ready to go train here in a few minutes. Just wanted to drop some mental vitamins. It's Monday, beginning of the week, and just kind of a lot of things I've kind of saw just over the last weekend, even today. And it's basically, don't let yourself go, guys. Don't let yourself go. Don't be satisfied. Don't get satisfied and used to just kind of like the average, lifestyle that a lot of people that a lot of people do. Not eating right, not working out, not running, not training, not doing what it is that whatever you're supposed to do. For me as a coach, it's really, really tough to see people progress, to see students progress, get to a certain point, to come in, work really, really hard, and just get to a certain point, achieve some success, lose some weight, get in better shape, feel really good about themselves, and then, something in life happens or whatever, and then all of a sudden they come up missing, and now, the weight starts getting put back on. They lose whatever it is, or they're starting to lose whatever it is that they gained and that they achieved. And what happens is the less that you do something that you were doing, the more you get used to doing something else that you're doing now. I see it all the time. And for me as a coach, it's so tough. And not even a coach, but just like a friend or a family member, for anyone out there that's like, trying to achieve, certain health status or whatever, and then fall off and go back to where they started from, or maybe even go back even further than that. That's really tough. I was talking to a couple of students earlier this week or over the weekend. I was like, man, sometimes I feel like I want someone else's success more than they do, which is really tough, right? Like, you should want your own success more than I do. Like, I'm happy to see people succeed and grow and move forward and better themselves. But sometimes it feels like I want it more than the individual does, than someone else does, because I get excited to see people doing well, doing really, really well, like achieve things and grow and get better. But it's really tough to kind of stay on that path and be consistent and committed, because, whatever else in life comes up will try to pull you away. And if you let it, it will pull you away. And then all of a sudden, now you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now the weight's coming back on. Now you're not feeling as good about yourself as you were, right? You're not getting the compliments like you were. Your self-esteem is going in the other direction compared to where it was going before. I do these videos because it's kind of the same thing over and over again, right? But it doesn't matter. It has to be constantly in your ear. If you're catching these things, maybe today you were just, maybe you just weren't feeling it. Maybe you just weren't trying to get up and grind today. Hopefully you will after catching these, right? Because you can't just, I was watching Sports Center, while I was running, and I saw Sweet Pea Whitaker passed away, 55 years old. Now, for those of you that are young and don't know who Sweet Pea Whitaker is, one of the best boxers in history. I used to love watching him fight when I was growing up, man. Couldn't hit the guy. He died in a car accident. That's all I know. That's just what I read across the bottom of the screen. At 55 years old. You just never know. You never know. I talk about this stuff all the time, right? Like, you just never know. So, man, maybe I make it to 55, maybe I don't. If I do, that means I have only 11 years left to live. Maybe it's shorter than that. Who knows? So that scares me enough to just be like, I can't just lay around and do nothing, man. I can't just lay around and just be average. I can't lay around and just let life just pass me by and make excuses for whatever it is that, is stopping me to whatever your excuse is, get back to doing whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't matter. Look, I'm going on vacation in a couple days. I'm going to be doing these videos. You're going to see me running. I'm going to be working out. It doesn't mean just because I'm going to the beach and I'm taking time off from here that I'm just going to just lay around and just eat and drink and just get fat and like get lazy and then like try to start all over when I come back on Monday. No, like I'm not going to go to that extreme and just let myself go like that. I got to stay in the game. I got to stay in the game. I don't like the way I feel when, I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like a loser. Now, that's me, okay? Now, if you're happy and super content with the way you are, then just ignore everything that I'm saying. But if you're not satisfied, if you're not fulfilled, you're not happy with where you're at, then do something about it. Make some dang changes. Get up and start moving today. And then keep moving and stop falling off and restarting and resetting and having to go through everything over and over again. That's a hard process. Like, jiu-jitsu is tough as it is, right? It's really tough. So any student in the beginning, it's really tough to watch them kind of grow through the process, because everyone has to go through that process. It's really tough. But to watch someone get to a blue belt or purple belt or get to a certain point, and then take time off for whatever reason makes you take time off, and then come back and struggle, put 15, 20 pounds back on. Now your game is off. Now you can't breathe as well. Now your game isn't where it's at. Now people that you were beating are now beating you. Man, that's tough for me to watch, even as a coach for another person. I know how that person feels, but well, not really, because I never let myself do that. But it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough to sit there and come back to class, knowing that you're just going to get overworked because you just let yourself go. You're eating bad. You're not running. You're not training like you used to. Everything is just below average or average, right? So stop doing that to yourself. Stop doing that to yourself. Like it's tough for me to watch as a coach, as a friend, as a family member, to just watch people get to a certain point and then have to start all over again. Man, it's so tough, Keep going in the right direction. Keep winning. Like I said, you don't know how long you're going to be here. Man, be a beast, man. Be a beast. Stop being average. Stop being lazy. Again, if you're happy, then you're happy. I'm not talking to you if you're happy. If you're not happy, then make some dang changes and then stay on course. Stop falling off. All right, you guys have a great day and great week.